It just doesn't show kids respecting adults. Let a curse word slip out your mouth. I mean, he did slip and say bastard one time, but I let it go. But come out your mouth with some curse words. You're gonna get a knuckle sandwich with cheese.
And here's the review.
From the director that brought us Drumline and the classic Paid in Full comes an offbeat comedy starring Snoop D-O-double-G. UnderDoggs. This is the Bad News Bears, Hardball with Keanu Reeves, The Little Giants, and what's another one? And Wildcats with Goldie Hawn, all wrapped up into one on cocaine injected with steroids. So UnderDoggs is our familiar story of the star athlete, which is Snoop, who was a legendary wide receiver back in the day. And after retirement, nobody remembers him anymore. Nobody acknowledges him as a legend. They always talk about Jerry Rice and Randy Moss, but nobody talks about Double J. I think that's his name in the movie. So feeling disrespected, he goes on these rampages, these tirades, just lashing out at everybody that he possibly can, which causes him to get into a car accident with the worst CGI car I've seen in a long time. Hey, when I saw that CGI car crash, I said, oh, I think I see what I'm about to get myself into here. This movie had something going for it. I guess that familiar formula of a hard on his luck, kind of deadbeat scumbag who gets with these kids, who comes across these kids and changes them around. The kids are bad, he's bad, but together they bring out the best in each other. We've seen this before, so it's a familiar formula. That's why this movie is completely bad. The problem I have with this film, other than its predictability, is that I'm from the old school, right? So I'm just not comfortable with kids cursing. And that makes me a hypocrite. And I know I'm a hypocrite. I can acknowledge that because I curse in front of my son. If you see my son on video with me, yes, I swear around my son. But at the same time, do as I say, don't say as I do. Now, people are going to disagree with that. I don't give a fuck. All right. But I can cuss. I'm grown. You better not curse, okay? I curse around you all day, but don't you curse around me. I'm going to tell you a quick story real quick, too, before I get back to the film review. And his mom's probably going to kill me for this, right? But I do take some responsibility for this. And his mom, my son's mom, curses like a sailor as well. So my son was on Fortnite, right, playing online. I can't believe I'm telling this story. But we family, right? We're family. My son's playing Fortnite online, and there's these knucklehead kids just giving him the business, just cursing at him and calling him all kind of names and stuff. Now, my son is respectful. He don't curse around me and his mama, right? But this kid is really lashing out at him. I'm not there, by the way. So my son politely goes to his mom and says, Mom, this boy's really talking reckless to me on the on the game. Is it okay if I can say one curse word back to him? And she's like, well, not using her best judgment, but she did. She said, well, you can say one curse word. No, first she said no. First she was like, no, you can't do that. He says, Mom, please, just one curse word. Please, just one curse word, and that'll be it, because he's really talking reckless. And she says, well, go ahead, just one, and that's it. She didn't know what he was going to say, and I guess she was nosy to see what he was going to say, so she's listening. So my son gets back in the game, puts the headphones back on, right, and says, hey, you still there? Oh, okay. Well, fuck you too then. I should have laughed at that. And I don't expect y'all to laugh at that. I don't expect y'all to laugh at that. I want you to say, Rashad, shame on you, because you curse in front of your son. He knows to say those words. But look here, this kid was cursing at him, so he had every right to defend himself. But I'm still not a fan of what he said. Do you see what I'm saying now? I'm not a fan of kids cussing. I don't like it. I'm just not comfortable with it. And these kids curse too much for comfort in this movie. And I know it's supposed to be funny, it's supposed to be comical, we're supposed to laugh at it. Like Snoop would say, hey, what's up, little nigga? And they say, man, fuck you, man, you a loser. Oh, shit, man, fuck you too, little homie. You ain't my son. And we're supposed to laugh at that. I didn't laugh. I didn't find it funny. I found it distasteful. And yes, I guess I'm going to say it again. I'm a hypocrite because I curse like a sailor. But I'm just not a fan of kids and adults cursing at each other. You know what I mean? Like I said, old school. Do as I say, don't say what I do. So a lot of times in this movie, I felt very uncomfortable, And yes, in Bad News Bears and Hardball, yes, the kids do swear, but it's a limit. There's a cap on how much they can curse. If I'm the parents of these kids in this movie Underdog, I'd have been like, hey, look, let's change the script a little bit. And even the adults around them, okay, the chick in this movie, okay, the main chick, the love interest for Snoop, what is her name? Your girl from Sonic. She was in Sonic 1 and Sonic 2. Black chick, finer than frog hair, sweeter than bear meat. Goddamn. Her son plays for this team, and she's hanging around them, and she's listening to these kids cursing like this, and she just sits there like a bump in a log, like, oh, that's just how they talk. Nigga. Yo, your mother instinct should have kicked in. First, check this fool for cursing in front of your son like that, and then check this little nigga for using that foul language in front of his mama. That just, it just doesn't show kids respecting adults. You know what I mean? And yes, I let my son watch films with cursing in it, but I don't think I'll let him watch this because it would condone that kind of behavior. So now he's going to be asking me, well, Dad, can I cuss? Can I cuss? No. He got away with that with his mama. Don't do that shit in front of me. I'll give you a knuckle sandwich with cheese. Let a curse word slip out your mouth. I mean, he did slip and say bastard one time, but I let it go. But come out your mouth with some curse words. You're going to get a knuckle sandwich with cheese. But that's the main problem I have with this movie and the bad CGI car chase scene. But other than that, this is a by-the-numbers, cookie-cutter underdog. I mean, it is called UnderDoggs, so it is an underdog story, you know. And it was fun enough, charming enough to where it's watchable. It's okay. It's nowhere near as bad as I got the hook up to, so I will give it that. Okay, it's nowhere near as bad as Master P movies. I think Snoop is likable enough. He's no thespian. He's not what you would call a classically trained actor, but he's Snoop. He's good at being Snoop, and he plays Snoop best. So as playing Snoop, he's charming enough. He's likable enough to get you through this movie without totally annoying you. And Mike Epps is in here. And Mike Epps, I just seen Welcome Home Roscoe Jenkins for the first time last week, and he's nowhere near as funny in this movie as he was in that movie, but still, he's still Mike Epps. Him and Snoop work good together, but I just couldn't get past all the cussing, y'all. Those kids was cussing way too much for my comfort. It made me feel uncomfortable. If you're from my era, I think you will agree. I guess younger generation of parents, they don't give a shit, but I do. And that's it. So with that being said, this movie, I really didn't laugh at it like I wanted to, but it was likable enough because I do like the Bad News Bears, and I do like Hardball and the Little Giants and all that stuff. So yeah, with that being said, I'll give this movie, I'll give it a C minus, borderline. I'll give it a C minus. I won't say a D because D is pretty much a failing grade. I'm not gonna fail it all the way. It is likable enough. So yeah, C minus is what I give UnderDoggs. What you think about the movie? Comment freely below. Let me know what you thought. If you like and dig this content, hit that like and subscribe notification bell in the corner. I'm waiting to get called out in the comments for my hypocrisy because, yeah, you curse in front of your son, but you have problems with kids cussing. If you're not from my generation, you don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. So therefore, shut your fucking mouth and stop the fucking video, and I'll see you in the next fucking video. You're welcome. I'm out.